It's Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal Premier League match preview through the Canon lens. Saturday the 17th of January 2026, and it's a 5:30 p.m. kickoff in the Premier League. So looking at the two sides' league position and points, Nottingham Forest are currently in 17th with 21 points. They're in a relegation battle. They're just above the drop zone. Arsenal currently first with 49 points. Top of the league and leading the title race. So looking at the recent form of the two sides, looking at the last three Premier League games, Nottingham Forest, they won away at West Ham 2-1. They lost away against Aston Villa 3-1. And they also lost at home to Everton 2-0. Arsenal drew 0-0 against Liverpool at home. They won away 3-2 against Bournemouth, and they won at home 4-1 against Aston Villa. So we know Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal is going to be a very, very difficult game. From an Arsenal perspective, we know there's a Manchester derby earlier on in the day. We're hoping Man City drop points, and that should give us even more of an incentive to go on and win this game. So if you remember back to last season, we drew 0-0 against Nottingham Forest, which affected our title run. Let's hope we've learned our lesson and we put it right this season. And we go to Nottingham Forest with two big halves. I always go on about two big half performances, not just one. And when we get our chances, again, we need to be clinical and ruthless and take them. Okay, I'm hoping Arsenal can go there, get the win, and further cement our lead at the top, giving ourselves the best chance to try and finally win this Premier League trophy. Tactical analysis. So, probably see this in a lot of the periods of the game. Arsenal in control of the ball, in possession, and Nottingham Forest playing with a 4-2-3-1, which will look like a 4-5-1. Very defensive, very hard to break down, very compact. They probably play with a defensive low block. So we're going to need our midfield players to get on the ball and play the ball quickly to our attacking players, our forwards, but also the full backs that, where we get a lot of joy from the flanks. So here's an example from the right hand side where I feel we can unlock them. Odegaard on the ball, plays it to Ben White. Ben White, great movement to Saka. Saka cuts in and whips one, and it goes into the back of the net. Of course, he can also whip the ball in, and Gyökeres could also get a flick on or a goal. And then from the left hand side, it will look something like this. Zubimendi on the ball to Rice. Timber makes that run. Then Trossard plays it back to Timber, who makes a nice run and crosses it to Gyökeres, who's in the box. So that's another way from the left hand side. Okay, utilizing the wingers and the fullbacks, creating overloads, and the cutbacks into the box, and even sometimes to the edge of the box where we have players like Declan Rice and Odegaard coming in. So also we know we're good at set pieces, so Declan Rice's in-swingers might come into play. So as you can see, the presence of Gabriel there. We've also got Saliba, Timber and Ben White, who also are good physical presence and can score from set pieces. I've heard that Nottingham Forest are the second highest team at conceding from set pieces, so I feel that could be one way we can definitely get a goal against Nottingham Forest. So that's from that side. Looking at from the other side with Saka's in-swingers, just as good. Again, Gabriel, getting his head on the ball, but our tall, powerful, strong defenders, in these moments of play, these phases of play from set pieces, they're like forwards, and let's not forget we've got Gyökeres in there who can also, be a fox in the box. So these are ways I think we can unlock Nottingham Forest's defence in this game. Predictions. Here's my predicted 11 for this game, and stay tuned at the end where I'll reveal my final match prediction. So we're going to go with our normal 4-3-3 formation. Raya in goal, Ben White at right back, Saliba at right centre back, Gabriel at left centre back, Timber at left back, Zubimendi in the 6, Rice in the left 8, Odegaard our captain in the right 8, Saka on the right wing, Gyökeres in the number 9 up top, centre forward, and Trossard on the left wing. So that's the team I'm going to go with. And I feel we will win this game. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a narrow game. But I do feel we'll edge it. And I think we're going to win this game 2-1. and it will be a massive win. Hopefully, if Man City drop points today, hopefully, we can extend our lead at the top, and give us the best chance of winning this league. So that's your Cannon insight. Drop your predictions in the comments below and stay tuned for the post-match reflection after the game. If you found this insightful, please remember to follow, subscribe on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. Please remember to like, comment and share. Thank you.